What's up, YouTube? Oh wait, it's been so long. I forgot that I gave y'all names. So, what's up, love bugs? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. Um, I know it's been a while, and that is my fault. I be just working a lot, and then like it's hard for me to really just do a video, and then and then the last video I was supposed to upload would not upload to YouTube for some reason. So I don't know if it was just too long or what, but yeah. So I'm gonna be telling this story and drinking my wine. I got some red wine. This is not all I got. I got a whole nother bottle, y'all. But I love red wine. I love wine period, but I love this wine because it's like it gives you enough sweet. Like I don't like them dry wines. Like I don't know why anybody like those dry wines, but yeah. So we're gonna get into the video. Okay, YouTube, so disclaimer right here. Hope this camera ain't going straight, but disclaimer right here, I am not bashing anybody in this video. I'm not, like, I don't have no ill feelings towards anybody that I speak on in this video. Obviously I won't be saying names, but or real names, but yeah, I don't have no ill feelings. I'm not like hurt or nothing like that. And also vice versa, I wouldn't want nobody to feel bad for me or whatever. I'm really just telling this story because I feel like a lot of young girls could like learn from me. Rather it be a mistake, rather I look at it as a mistake and you don't, you feel me? And just for entertainment purposes, because I've been trying to like find a video to do, and I've been wanting to do a story time, and I'm like, this one is kind of okay to tell, I guess. Kind of. But yeah. So y'all see I poured my wine, you know. Get a little red wine. Y'all should get y'all some wine too. But, so y'all gonna see me looking at my phone because literally I wrote down a timeline of stuff so I won't forget what happened in what order, because like the way I remember stuff sometimes it's like I'll be telling one part and then I remember some stuff and I'm like, okay, wait, go back, and I don't want to confuse nobody, so I kind of wrote down a timeline, and as y'all can see, like it's pretty long, like all of that. I'm making this video, I'm making a part 1 and a part 2. I'm gonna be telling the whole story like right now, but I'm putting it into 2 separate videos so the uploading can go a little better, and so you won't feel like I'm just draining all this information in one video, you feel me? So yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully that's all the introductions that I need to give. I was in a 2-year relationship, well, almost 2 years. In total, we basically broke up like 4 times. The first time, well, I won't even go into that, but I will say the first time was like, it really didn't count as much. I'm sorry if y'all hear my background, y'all know I'm in my basement, but the first time it really didn't count as much. That's why, like, you know, it matters, but it don't. It was the next few times that actually mattered. Anyway, so I was in a 2-year relationship back in 2018. That's when it started, to 2020. So okay, I'm a little nervous because I don't want to offend nobody, and that's not what I'm here to do. But yeah, so okay, so I met my boyfriend at the time, and that's what I'm gonna call him, boyfriend at the time, or I might say boyfriend, or I might say ex-boyfriend, but bear with me. I met him at my job, and it started off like, I think I kind of shot my shot first because I was the one that said, like, I had music on SoundCloud, so I was just like, you got SoundCloud, you should listen to my songs and stuff. And he was like, oh yeah, I got it, you know, I check it out. And he was like, you got an Instagram? I was like, yeah. So he ended up listening to my songs and he hit me up on Instagram. He was telling me like it was good, that he liked the songs and stuff, and you know, we was talking back and forth. Eventually moved to Snapchat. He asked me for my Snap, So I gave it to him, and we was talking back and forth. It didn't take long for us to be together. I think it probably took maybe like 3 weeks, something like that. But you know how it is in relationships, you know, all that cute stuff in the beginning, you know. And yeah, so around this time, 2018 was the worst year of my life. I'm not gonna lie, because my depression was really bad. Like, I'm talking about crying every night. Sometimes I don't know why I'm crying, sometimes I do. Most of the time, I'm not gonna say sometimes, most of the time I don't know why I'm actually crying. And I was just like in a real bad place. Like, I was like very insecure. And I probably didn't have no business being in a relationship. Like, not even just saying it. Like, I probably really didn't, because like when you in kind of like a space like that, you should really just let yourself heal before you go and put more stuff on yourself. But yeah, so I felt like I didn't love myself. I really did. It's not even I did not love myself, and I wanted somebody to love me, and I wanted somebody to love, basically. So, and you know, when you like 18, 19, I was 19, so when you like 18, 19, you always want to get in like these long relationships because you think that's all that is like in the world for you to do. So yeah, also I would say I was very weak-minded as well. I had a group of friends that I grew up with. About 3 bros. Like, I called them my bro. It's not just like called them my brothers either. They were like actually like my brothers, like, because we grew up together and stuff. Like, and I had a best friend. I knew the best friend. I just I'm gonna call him in this video the best friend. I'm not saying no names or nothing, but I knew the best friend since 2012, and I knew the rest of the men, the boys, whatever, since 2013. So I'm mentioning all of this that I'm saying is gonna have a reason. But anyway, so like, I told my boyfriend at the time about him, you feel me. He wasn't really interested in meeting them, even though I kind of did like push for him to meet them, just so he would know like the type of energy it is. Like, when I know some girls, they be like, oh yeah, that's my bro, and they low-key be liking them or like trying to do stuff with them, but that was none. It was none of that, like, for real. So I was trying to push him kind of like to meet them, but he's not really like, he didn't really want to. Anyway, so I remember going to one of their open mics, and afterwards I remember them saying, we gonna go back to where we used to live, because we all met there basically, and you know, they was gonna smoke or whatever. So I was like, yeah, you know, I was trying to be no party pooper, so I'm like, yeah, I'll go. At the time I did not have a car, so my best friend at the time was driving us. Anyway, so I remember being on the phone basically with my boyfriend at the time, like the whole time basically, and like, he wasn't tripping. Like, he was like, oh, I'm out, you know, make sure you be safe, all that stuff. Towards like when it got a little later, he was like, you know, you need to get your ass home. That's what he said. And I was just like, well, you know, I'm not driving, I'll be home probably soon, whatever. So, you know, we going throughout the relationship. Let's see, Halloween 2018. So I was supposed to throw this big ass party. It ended up not even being no party for real. So it was supposed to be with them and all of my female friends. So the bros and my female friends, we was all supposed to come through. I remember being on the phone with my boyfriend at the time, and could y'all I don't want to have to say at the time all the time, so I might say my boyfriend, I might say my best friend, but y'all know it's at the time, it's not now. So okay, I was on the phone with him, and I remember telling him about like the different costumes that I'm gonna wear and stuff, and he knew everybody that was gonna come. and I had said something crazy. I said like I'm gonna be wearing this sexy something. I don't know what it was, but he he got so mad, y'all. Cause first of all, he's not gonna come. He told me like, well, I'm not coming. Like to me now, that should have been kind of like a red flag, because it's like, okay, why you not gonna come? Like, I understand if you don't want to come to parties, because he wasn't a party person and stuff. I understand that. I'm not either, but it's like you should come to like support your girlfriend type stuff. But at the same time, I wasn't really thinking about that, because I'm like, okay, well, maybe parties is just really not his thing. So anyway, I said I was gonna wear something sexy, and he had got so mad. He was like, how you talking about you gonna wear all of this sexy stuff with all them niggas around and all this? And I it's not funny, y'all, but it's funny. Some of the stuff is funny now, I ain't gonna lie. But so I was like, yo, like, they not checking for me at all. Like, my best friend at the time had a girlfriend, I believe. Yeah, he had a girlfriend, and the rest of them just they not checking for me. Like, they was really trying to come for my friends, because anyway, I ain't going to all that. But so we was on the phone, and it got to a point where he was like, he said something about my best friend, like saying that he was gonna fight him or something like that. So I was like, ain't nobody touching my best friend, period. And that's exactly how I said it. So I think that's kind of where like my boyfriend had start like getting upset with him. Like, I think when I said that is when I kind of just like put the icing on the cake. Like, okay, I'm already not really too sure about him, and now I really don't like him, because why did you just defend him like that? But I was defending him because he didn't do nothing, and I was just like, why do you want to fight somebody that you don't even know? And then like what was, like, I didn't understand. I did end up having the little party, but barely nobody came for real, because like I had ended up changing it to an all girls thing. For what, I don't know, but I changed it to an all girls thing, and then all my females, they was on some BS. Like, some of them they'd come through here, and then they'd dip out, and they'd come back and all that. Anyway, so, and he ended up coming at the like end of the night. So yeah, so my boyfriend at the time, my bad. But all right, so I would a lot of times be like on Snapchat venting my heart out. Like, y'all gotta realize, I have been dealing with depression for a long time. I honestly actually got my first screening for depression when it was like 2011, I believe. So fast forward 2018, that's a long time to be talking about a person depressed, and it just accumulates. So I think in 2018 I just blew up, and I could not keep things in anymore. Like, I was basically venting on Snap a lot, and nobody liked it. Like, nobody. When I tell you, between my best friend at the time and between my boyfriend at the time, nobody liked it. So I would be doing that, and my best friend kind of like, I think he kind of didn't understand why, because it's like, you got a boyfriend that you could tell all of this stuff to, and he's supposed to be like easing your mind and stuff like that. Why are you on Snap venting and shit? So I think that he didn't really like my boyfriend at the time. Like, he kind of like not, I'm not trying to sugarcoat, but I don't think he liked him because of the simple fact that I would go to Snap. And the thing that he didn't know though was that I was gonna go on Snap regardless, because it was a breaking point. It was like, it's like I was just like done with life. So like, I was on Snap anyway. Nobody was gonna stop me. Whether I told my boyfriend about it at the time or not. Like, whether I told him about it, I could have told him about it and then boom, put it on Snap. Like, you feel me? So so I'm gonna use letters for the guys, the brothers that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna use letters. I'm not gonna say their names. But okay, so it was this guy, bro, named H. That's what we just gonna call him, H. And he did not like my ex because of the simple fact that it was a video that we put on Snap. And basically in the video we were playing, but my ex like held a weapon up to me. I ain't gonna say what the weapon was, but he did held a weapon up to me. And H kind of slid up on the Snap and was like, yo, like, what is he doing? Like, why the fuck? Like, like, why is he doing that shit? So, and at the time, I'm like, you know, he just playing, etc., etc. Because he was just playing. But I understood where H was coming from. So, yeah. So, basically, I'm trying to, like, set a foundation. I'm trying to set a foundation. The bros wasn't really feeling him. He wasn't really feeling the bros. After that, my boyfriend at the time started questioning the friendship. Like, he really didn't understand why I had a best friend. Like, he, in his eyes, and he said this later on, but in his eyes, I didn't need nobody but him and my father. So, he really did not understand the whole relationship. And I'm not defending him or nothing, but I did see where he was coming from, because a lot of times when these girls be saying that they got boy best friends, they really be on the low doing stuff with them. But it was not like that with this. And plus, I known him, like, since I was, what, 12? So it was like, none of that for real. But okay, y'all, so this is where everything started happening. So I went to the studio with H and the best friend, and I went because they do rap and stuff. They rap. The best friend wanted me to lay down some vocals on this track for him, so I went. We was in there for a long time, you know, because when you get in the studio, that kind of life, you know, you don't want to just leave stuff unfinished, or like, you know, you just want to get it all done. So anyway, I'm telling y'all, kid y'all not, I wouldn't even say half the time. I say most of the time I was literally in a chair sitting down. The best friend was in the booth doing his thing. H was outside the booth listening, and I was sitting right across, sitting down on my phone, not saying nothing. Kid you not. H was like looking right through me. It was like he could see right through me, because he kept asking me like, are you okay? Are you okay? The thing was this, y'all. I hadn't told the boyfriend about me going anywhere with them, because I already knew if he knew that, he was gonna flip and he was gonna make something bigger than what it was. So I was like, I could just go and, like, you know, he won't ever know, whatever. At least that's what I thought. So H kept asking me like, you good, like, you sure you good? I'm like, damn, this thinking like he must be looking, like, seeing through me or something, like, what the fuck. But anyway, so the boyfriend ended up hitting me up, and he was about to come get me. Not come get me, he was about to come get this burrito that I had put up for him, because I used to work at Del Taco. And I was like, well, I'm not home. And he was like, yeah, so where you at? And I told him, and I had told him why I didn't tell him. I had told him why I didn't tell him. And then he was like, yeah, because you already knew I was going to be okay with that shit. That's exactly what he said. I can remember certain shit, y'all. Certain stuff just do not, I don't know why that happened, but anyway. And I'm just like, at that point, kind of looking dumb, looking stupid, because I'm like, yo, like, the thing is this, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But you know what I mean? I was kind of like hoping that he would have never asked me like where I was at. But the thing is, if you was gonna ask me, then I'm gonna tell you. Like, I'm not about to lie. So anyway, he was like, he said that. So we ended up getting to this big argument. Now, this is where it get kind of blurry for me, but I basically remember. So the next day we on the phone, and he telling me like, I don't mind that you got a best friend, but I don't think that y'all should hang out. And I'm like, for one, I'm like, you don't like him for what reason? Like, he ain't do nothing to you. And he's like, it's not that I don't like him. It's just I don't feel like you need another male in your life because you got me and your father. And so I was so mind you, was crazy, y'all. I'm literally on the phone with the boyfriend while I'm texting the best friend everything that he's saying. So or not like I'm snitching or nothing, but basically trying to tell him like how he feels. So I'm like, yo, he don't want us to hang out no more. Basically, he don't want us to see each other, whatever. So this is where it get crazy. The best friend got mad. Like, he got mad as fuck. Which I understood because for one, we didn't even hang out. He gets mad and he's like, bro, like he like that nigga bitch. And as he's like texting me, I'm kind of like responding out loud. So the boyfriend hearing me like, what he saying, what he saying, what he saying. And I'm telling him, I'm like, you don't want to know. I'm like, it's just gonna piss you off. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. No, tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm like, you don't want to know. He like, tell me or else. I don't know what that meant. Like, I don't know what or else meant. Because I asked him, I said, what the fuck you gonna do? I'm not supposed to be cussing, but I basically asked him, like, so what you gonna do? What you mean or else? And from there on, the best friend was, like, kind of going on him, I'm not gonna lie. He was, like, talking about, like, the raps, his reps and all of that stuff. And I'm just like, seriously? Like, come on now. And I did tell him, you shouldn't talk about him like that because he don't talk about you like that. But would I have ever went off on my best friend? No. Because of the simple fact, yes, it was disrespectful, like the name calling and stuff, but I did understand where he was coming from because it's like, you just came into the picture, 2-3 months ago, and I've been here, and you trying to say that you don't want us to see each other because of your problem, your insecurity problem, because that's what it is. But anyway, so I sent, he kept asking me, the boyfriend kept asking me like, what is he saying? So I said, shit, you want to get mad? I'm gonna send you the screenshots. So I sent him the screenshots. That was another stupid thing that I did. But I'm telling y'all, at that time, I was not thinking. I must have had, like, no brain and stuff. Like, my brain must have been outside my body. Like, I must have picked it up this last year. But anyway, so I sent him the screenshots, and he gets furious. Like, he said, I think at the end of that call, he said, it's either me or him. Hung up. Texted him a few times. And he was like, you and him on some bullshit. And I just remember being so mad. Like, I remember just being pissed. Because I'm like, what is wrong? Like, he felt like I didn't defend him. Probably because I didn't go off. And I mean, like I said, I wasn't going to ever go off. Like, I don't know, y'all. When he called him out his name, I wasn't even looking at it as him calling him that. I was looking at it as him just taking his frustrations out. Like, I just looked at it as him being mad for a minute. Like, I don't know.